Hi guys, and welcome back to a new video. I know that this is kinda actually a video that is going to be the first one of many where I'm going to talk about Assassin's Creed Mirage, but today I'm going to talk about obviously the trailer of this new DLC. So we can actually just go right into it. So I've watched all of the videos about this DLC at all, and yeah, I know that this is kinda a 21 minutes videos, but obviously, yeah, in the terms of gameplay, we know a lot of things. For example, they try to just add something new about the gameplay. So we actually can start from the beginning. At first, they try to just create some more and more worlds. We know that the setting is actually obviously near Baghdad because it's actually in the south of Arabia today, and actually we can actually see obviously different places because we have obviously the first city where it's actually pretty big, and it's all filled with a lot of type of things for doing parkour, as we all knew with Baghdad. Then we got obviously some fortress, some obviously points where it's actually an oasis, and not only this, because we have all of the desert with some meaningful things such as the necropolis, and obviously something like obviously all a lot of tombs near the desert. And that's actually the first part of obviously the things that they have announced yesterday in the live that they made. And that's the first one. The second one is obviously this story, because we know that this one is going to talk about obviously the past of Basim with his dad, and I hope that they are going to just show something more about, for example, how he's going to just find, for example, some guys such as obviously not only Ethan, because we also got him in the base game, but I hope that we'll actually see more about him, and maybe some Easter eggs about Valhalla, because we know that actually after Mirage we got Valhalla as an example of the game. And we also got that in this story, in this obviously setting, we got four different types of stories. The secondary missions, such as with the same that we got in the base game, that one of them were actually the one for Itham. But we know that in this new DLC, we'll got obviously something new about this type missions. I hope that we're going to just see something more about the other ones, maybe Ethan, and more. But the most important thing that I would like to just see in this new DLC is obviously, guys, the presence of something about the Izu, the lore, Basim with his past not only as a man, but obviously as an Izu, so as Loki. I hope that they'll made something, and as I understand something, I think that they will actually just do all of these things. Now we actually move on to the gameplay mechanics that they have done actually something new. For example, they are going to just add a jump button where you can actually just jump wherever you want, a free obviously type of jumping from the rooftops, so you can actually just go wherever you want, and the same animation where Basim just go and jumps himself to the actually end of the map, but it's actually just wherever you want, the ground or something else. I think that it's kind of similar to the same one that does Arnaud in Paris, when he's trying to just do just something like a jump where he's actually just trying to just move himself and just finding something to land on. Next, we also got something about obviously the world itself, because they're saying that they try to update something for the PS5 Pro, the obviously the iOS, the Microsoft with the PC, and all of these type of consoles. So I hope that they'll actually just try to improve their mechanics. And other than this, and as I was saying, other than this, guys, we can actually talk about something that I think that this is going to just be very clean, and that's the repetitive missions. Because you can actually just repeat a lot of missions, such as the black box ones and some contracts, because they're going to just try to just add more and more challenges to them, and where you are going to just do all of this, you're going to just have more and more things to add in Basim with the basic game or the DLC. So I hope that is kind of something pretty cool and pretty interesting. Also, we got to know that in this new DLC, we are going to just have some type of black box missions. I hope that they will actually just try to just make these new missions near to Unity and obviously Syndicate, but with different types of killing animation where you can actually just choose in the way you can actually kill your target. I mean, I hope so, but I'm not pretty sure about this. Then we also got new features for obviously the graphics of this game. We got, for example, the one that is similar to Origins, the other one that is similar to Valhalla, if I'm not wrong, and the other one that is similar to Odyssey. I think that this is kinda a really interesting new obviously element because you want to just see more and more about obviously this type of graphics into Baghdad and DLC. Now, we can actually move on to the last few things that we're going to just see in this new type of DLC. And the first one is a type of guitar that Basim will be able to just use in this game. I hope that this will be something like Ghost of Yote, where you actually just use it where you want and not only in some type of areas or maybe in some type of missions. I hope so, but I'm not pretty sure about this. And last but not least, I think because I didn't see, I mean, I saw all of the videos, but I'm not pretty sure if they actually did this or not. But I think that they try to be just try to just let Basim being more and more agile. It seems like they are trying to just listening to the community. And I actually have an idea for the future. I mean, for me, it's kind of the same thing that Ubisoft is trying to just do. We know that in these last couple of years, they're trying to just make new and new animations for the parkour that are similar to the Unity's one. I think that they, in some years maybe, will try to just remake something similar to the parkour of Unity with the same freedom, but with a kind of parkour system that will be able to just not crash, not have some bugs over all of these things. Because if you just see, for example, Shadows or even Mirage, you're going to see some of these new animations and they are actually similar or even better than Unity. So I think that in some years we're going to just have the ultimate type of parkour system with all of the freedom that we got, for example, Unity and also for me Origins and Mirage, but with a new type of animation that will not obviously being stuck at some point. With this one said, guys, we can actually just move on and say goodbye to you, to all of you, and we're going to just see in the next video about Batman. And obviously stay tuned because when obviously this DLC will come out, I will just play it all, and I'm going to just obviously create my own opinion about this game. Bye, guys.